Well, it's all related. It's a system, and you can't just focus on one part of the system as the solution. I mean, children. I mean, there's so many priorities that we have to have, right? But I think if we just take the well-being of children as the center of focus, you still cannot leave out adequate housing, adequate transportation, employment, education, fair wages. Like, it's all very, very interrelated. And there's a lot about respect for humanity and what people are doing in life that kind of runs through it too. Because, I mean, for example, childcare workers aren't necessarily even respected for what they do, and that's clear with their pay and their treatment. So it's just all related. I've been studying the county's comprehensive plan, and I've noticed that in there, it really addresses a lot of the complex issues that the county's facing, including the affordable housing and the transportation, the environment, the health, and the child care. I was really pleased when I saw there was even a mention of child care in the comprehensive plan. And it is my goal to implement the comprehensive plan because it was put together with all of the stakeholders, like with Habitat for Humanity and other organizations like Habitat for Humanity. Stakeholders from every sector were consulted, and historically it has been the behavior or the way of the county, from what I understand from several sources, to not implement the county plan. And I think that's a huge misstep, to put it nicely, to not take advantage of all that wisdom and really figure out ways to implement it so that we can manage growth and the infrastructure and the economic mobility, all of the issues that are facing Greenville County right now. We need to be implementing the plan. One thing I would really like to say again is I am a very solutions oriented person, and I want to really I want to get to yes. And there are, like, childcare, for example, even though I think I know it's in the comprehensive plan at least once, but I don't really know how many times it's in there. I know it's not a lot, but that's a real issue. It's a real issue, and it really affects people every day. And so does health. And the fact that I'm the immediate past chair of the the Children's Hospital Community Advisory Council, and we invited county council to come to learn more about the hospital. And I know there are rules about how many of them can be in a room at the same time, or it's a public meeting that has to be on the record or whatever. But the fact that there was just a lack of response generally to that, first of all, was a problem. And then only four people came from county council, and of the four, only one of them thought that health has any place in discussion on county council. Another one didn't even know we had a children's hospital. And another one said blatantly, point blank, I don't see what county council has to do with health. And I just think that's appalling. I think it's appalling. I think if you are an elected official, it is your job to think about the needs of the people you're serving. And for health to not be one of them, which is like a basic part of, obviously, life, is just, again, appalling to me. Now, I can see a lack of creativity in thinking about ways that um, health is related to county, and maybe there are some limitations there that are lost on me because of my extensive training and background in healthcare research and psychology. But there are things that are just blatantly health related. And this pandemic is one of them. And the person who said that the county had just nothing to do with health is also one of the people on there saying that that we should not have a mask ordinance, and that people shouldn't be allowed to, shouldn't be required to stay home, and that they should have to meet in person. And it's just it has, something has to be done on county council. And for for me in my position running in this race, I am hoping that my victory, as well as Samantha Wallace's victory, um, are going to inspire people to run and to kick out some of these people living in the 50s and the 60s in their minds, because it's time to bring Greenville County Council into the 21st century, for crying out loud.